Hi everybody, Cindy Ellers here from Cindy's Stamping Studio. I'm so glad you're going to be here. I have so much to tell you. Welcome to my Facebook Live number 85 on Monday, November 1st, 2021. While I wait for some people to hop on, I'll just get myself set up on my Kindle, and that's shouldn't take too long. And I also got some people hopped on already. That's great. Welcome. I'm so glad you're here. There I am. Now, it's just gotta find... There I am. There. Found it. Yes. Well, hello, Courtney. I'm so glad that you're here. That is... And you did just the right thing. Go and say something to me so I can get you in my weekly drawing for comments and for sharing. When you make a comment on my Facebook Live, that helps my business, but sharing helps it a lot too. Because when you share it to your timeline, maybe somebody else will notice and they'll want to get in on the fun also. Well, and thank you for sharing. Hi, Sherry Martin. Thank you for joining us. I see Sally's here. That's great. If you don't have a chance to watch this whole Facebook Live tonight, you can catch the replay anytime off of my business page, which is Cindy Stamping Studio. You can also catch a replay on Thursdays on my blog, and that's real easy to find. It also goes by Cindy Stamping Studio. And if you go and scroll down on the right-hand side, you'll see a place to enter your email address, and it's to follow by email. And then every time I make a post, it'll be delivered right to your email address. I don't go and post spam or it's just cards. So I hope you will join us on a weekly basis. And I hope that you'll have fun tonight because it's a great stamp set. It is also our October stamp of the month, which was Welcoming Woods. And I really like that set. It's very pretty. Well, hi, Judy Vine. I'm glad you're here. And Sally, welcome. So glad to see you all. Let's see now. What do I have happening? This week I'm working very hard to go and get ready for my technique class, which is next Tuesday. Our technique is white velvet cardstock and die cuts. So it'll be a fun technique, and I think that we'll have a lot of fun with that. So I can't wait I started working on the cards today. I got the first card all laid out. It's just getting the best coverage with the white velvet cardstock because we dye it with re-inkers. And so that's been kind of a challenge. So we'll see how well I do with that. Hi, Arliss, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I hope everybody had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. Got to spend some time outside, and that's always a good thing. And thank you, Arliss, for sharing. I appreciate that so much. And I spent some time outside. I spent some time inside, making notes as to what November was going to be like. Of course, I didn't know it was going to do what it did today with a little bit of snow. I won't say it very loud. We don't want to get into that. But it's going to be 50 and maybe even 60 by the weekend. So I like that. If you're interested in our technique class, and if you live in the Neillsville area, we welcome you. The technique class is a little bit more for experienced stampers, I won't lie. The kit class is more simple stamping. So keep that in mind if you're interested. Now I have the Christmas cards to share with you for November. It's our last month with the Christmas card class. So we have some new cards, we have some old cards. And you know that that is available as an in-person class. It's also available as a to-go class. So all I have to do is flip my camera around and then I can share those cards with you. Hi, Debbie Vine and Kay Wire. Welcome. I am so glad you're here. And let me flip my camera and I will show you the November Christmas card class. Make sure I got everything. Got a couple more things to show you. Now you can see outside, it's the first time that it's dark out. I don't like that, but it is what it is, right? That's what I'm thinking. There we go. Get it all. Not only do we have, let me move you over. There. That's better. Not only do we have the new month, we also have a new host code. So that's fun. And my Kindle doesn't always cooperate. So if I can get it brought up on my laptop, there I am, just like that. Oops, my laptop, there. We don't want to hear an echo, that's for sure, right? Okay, the Christmas cards for November. Here is the first one. A very simple and pretty Christmas card. It's a cherry cobbler background. It uses the Merry Snowflakes stamp set and the stitch snowflake dies, a small piece of Peaceful Place Designer Series paper. This is, as you can see, it's a very simple card. Might be one you're interested in. This is the number 1 card. Okay, the number 2 card is this one. It is more of a rustic card. The top half of the Sahara Sand layer is embossed with the evergreen, look at my recipe, with the pine bough half embossing folder, and we use the Painted Christmas Designer Series paper on the bottom. 2 punched out perfectly plaid Christmas trees with our pine tree punch finishes the card. This is another simple card on a cherry cobbler background. I thought that was very pretty. Okay, now I'll put them there. Now we have Let It Snow. This is one we've been featuring. It's not a brand new one, but it's still a pretty one, and it's a great way to use up scraps. We have a Misty Moonlight base, and we stamp some snowflakes from the Snowman Season stamp set. And we use an iridescent snowflake and Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. It's just a nice simple card. That's our number 3 card. And if you missed it, it will be on my blog post, which accidentally got posted today. So you can see all of these cards now if you want, or you can wait until tomorrow when I share them on Facebook. This card is another one that we've had. It is such a simple card, but it's got that element of wow. It's on an evening evergreen base. We're using the Peaceful Prints on the bottom, and we stamp trees from the Perfectly Plaid stamp set. And for these trees right here, they are the evergreen border punch. It's so simple. And then we stamp right on Peaceful Prints Designer Series paper. Nice and simple, but with a little bit of a wow. Okay. We have our green card, uses the Peaceful Deer stamp set It's also on an evergreen base with a garden green layer and uses a small piece of Peaceful Prints Designer Series paper and the Pine Boughs half embossing folder. You can see I really enjoy using the half embossing folders. They're very nice. If you want to know, this Christmas Begins with Christ is the inside of this card. The inside of this card is hoping that your busy year comes together in Christmas cheer. Okay? And then we have the Glory to the Newborn King, the little girl angel. It uses the Angels of Peace Designer for Series paper on a soft succulent base and embossed musical embossing folder. May your heart be lifted in praise this Christmas for the wonderful gift of Jesus and the joy he brings to our lives. It's a very nice card. A little bit more elements, not quite as simple as some of the other cards, but still very nice. That's the number 6 card. Here's a new one. The number 7 card. It uses thick white cardstock as our base, the poinsettia petals stamp set, and the dies. Cut out one poinsettia, and we sponge ink around the leaves and the petals of the flowers. I also use the Eden dies to cut out this border, and warm wishes from our house to yours. May the magic and wonder bloom this holiday. Merry Christmas. If you get these cards as a card to go, you can stamp whatever you want for greetings. But about everybody has Merry Christmas. I mean, it's very easy to do this class to go. I supply everything but the ink, the stamps, and the adhesive, and you supply the rest when you get it for the class to go. Hi, let's see. I better welcome Jeannie Mullen, Bonnie Meyer, and Courtney Astendarp. It keeps freezing, so we'll watch replay. Well, I'm sorry, Courtney. I'm watching myself on my laptop, and I'm doing pretty good here. So I'm sorry that happens to you. It's always when I flip the camera down too. I don't know. But it's clear for me, so. This card, doesn't this just say, open me? Like a present, a Christmas present, with this warm Christmas wishes. That looks like an ornament. And we have the pine bough embossed on green foil. And I use the Peaceful Deer Designer Series paper with a glittered organdy ribbon. And encircled in warmth for the stamp set. And wishing you love, joy, and happiness this coming year. So that's that one. Welcome, Tracy Stevens. I'm glad you're here, and I appreciate that so much. And here's a fun card. Not your most traditional colors, but it uses the Little Delight stamp set, or like any Merry Christmas, and mint macaron base with the Whimsy Wonder Designer Series paper. Very easy, very nice. Merry Christmas, and then I stamped Sending You Blessings, Peace, and Magic this Christmas season, which is from Snow Wonder. It appears that it freezes when you're watching from an iPad or a Kindle. If you're watching from a laptop, it's fine. I just wanted to tell you that. So I don't know. Here's the number 10 card, Merry Everything. It also uses the Merry Snowflakes, a smoky slate base with a misty moonlight layer, and some Beauty of the Earth Designer Series paper. Very pretty, very simple. It's totally different from this card. So there's that one. Oops, I put my recipe inside there. I don't want to lose it. Okay, here's the next card. It's the number 11 card. It also uses a mint macaron base with the Whimsy and Wonder Designer Series paper. And you stamp a tree with the Perfectly Plaid and punch it out with the tree punch. So that's great. Oh, put that there. We have this card is still active. Now, we found out this card is a little bit more difficult than I thought it was. And just so you know, it's not a real easy card. It has a lot of pieces. It's not that it's difficult, it just has a lot of pieces. It uses the Peaceful Deer stamp set, okay? And the last number 13 card uses the Welcoming Woods, Warm Wishes for a Happy Holiday. Very easy card, and it uses half a iridescent snowflake. So there's our cards for November for you to choose from. Okay. Here's number 8, number 7. I don't want to get them all mixed up. Number 4 and number 3. 6. Oh, here's number 9. I wonder where he went. There's number 9. And here's number 5. Here's number 2 and number 1. All pretty cards. These cards are to-go or in-person Christmas card class. You pick out the design. I cut and have everything ready for you. Yes, number 7 is lovely. Where is number 7? Oh, yes. I had a feeling this one would be very popular. Yep. And it's not that hard. I use the thick white paper cardstock, so it isn't flimsy or anything. But yes, that one is very pretty. You pick the design. You get everything you need to make for 10 cards. And all you need are the stamp sets and ink and adhesive. The die cuts I supply. So that's pretty cool. So like that poinsettia one, all you're going to need is something that says Merry Christmas. This all comes to you for $15 plus postage if you do it as a to-go. If you do it in person, it's just $15. Okay? Now, let's see. Our stamp set we're using tonight is called Welcoming Woods. It is also the stamp of the month for October. That is still available. For $24, you get the stamp set and a 4-card kit to make the new stamp set with your new stamp set. So you get 4 cards to make with this. Plus, you have this to add it to your stash. So that's a win-win. Pretty good idea. Pretty good deal, right? Well, that's the one we'll be using tonight. Put that over there. Before I get too far along, I just want to point out that Eden's Garden will be it's a promotion that Stamping Up is doing. It will be available starting tomorrow. But this is what the stamp set looks like. A very pretty 3D type stamps. Dear friend, how are you? My heart is tied to yours. Tug if you need anything. Hello there. Sending help, hugs, and let's celebrate everything. You could use that for just about this set for just about anything. We have the Eden dies, which has some beautiful borders to it. Okay, and then we have this gorgeous paper. I don't think the camera is going to do it justice, and I can't wait to start working on it. This will definitely be a card that I'll be using those elements for our technique class. It's just a very pretty card. it looks like the S word, it's coming down a little bit harder. Goodness sakes, right? But I just wanted you to be aware that it is available starting tomorrow. Okay, now let's do our door prize, and then we will, oh, here it is. I'm going to just have you look at that. Let's do our door prizes. For comments, I have another packet of the Penguin Place. Oh, hi, Ronnie. Too many phone calls. Oh, you're such a popular person, you know. This is the Penguin Place. It's all cut for you to start using it on your cards. And remember, it isn't all about Christmas cards. This will make a very cute background for a kid's card or even an adult. So for comments, this packet is going to go to Debbie Telusty. She wins this for comments. For sharing, there wasn't a lot of sharing done last week, so your odds are a lot better. And that goes to these wonderful gems. A little bit of sparkle going on there will be a great highlight to your Christmas cards. And that's going to go to Debbie Vine for sharing. So make sure you share. Your odds are great. And comments, it's a little bit more of a competition going on there. I'd love to get more people to tune in, but I understand that maybe 5:30 isn't the best time. So I get that. Now, I just wanted to show you the Stamp of the Month cards that go with this Welcoming Woods. Now, you might not have thought this was the greatest set, but look at all the nice words you get. Okay? It is still available if you're interested. Here's the first card I came up with. Hello, friend. I sponged mask and then sponged Balmy Blue and soft suede on the bottom using our Stampin' Up blending brushes. I thought that turned out pretty nice. That's the first card. Here's the second card. Every season brings its own wonder, with some stamped snowflakes on Misty Moonlight. Here is the third card. It's a happy birthday. And the fourth card is Best Wishes. It looks very similar to one that I'm offering for the Christmas card class, but it's just because I love this card so much that I figured it needs to be a Christmas card. But this card says celebrate, so that'll be able to for a birthday card. And you are very welcome, Debbie. I'm glad you tuned in. I appreciate you all so very much. So I'm ready to start stamping. Okay, the packet is right here, and we are using a Night and Navy base that is 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So, and it's going to be a sideways card. I'll put that right there for now. We have a layer. I thought to myself, oh my gosh, where's my layers? We're also going to be using the Ornate Layers dies. And I'll show that to you in just a little bit. Not quite sure if that was right. The Tasteful Textile 3D embossing folder will be our layer in Smoky Slate. It's in there. And one of the things I want to share with you is there's a lot of 3D embossing folders out there, but there's also regular folders. So what do you do? Which one do you know what to do with? I put a blue dot on all of my 3D folders so that when I go in the drawer and I think, oh, I want to use this folder, all I have to do is look on the back It's got the blue dot on it. And that tells me to use the 3D plate on my embossing machine. It's just very easy. It's an easy way to cheat. And I don't have to do a lot of thinking. Now, I will go and put this here. I'm going to glue this down right away. It looks like our garage, the roof is white. Just saying. And we don't use white shingles. But we do need the moisture. So I guess the white stuff is okay. Nothing we can do about it. I live in Wisconsin. Okay, so there's our white piece. And then I wanted to have some contrast. So I got my bark 3D embossing folder and ran a piece of Calypso Coral through that. And that's going to go right there. So I will put that on. Oh, let me just have this right here. Is good. Makes it almost look like a ribbon, a crinkled ribbon. Hi, Sandy Shoemaker. Nice to see you. Welcome. All right, I have a 1 inch by 5 1/4 strip, and that I'm going to go and use my Treasured Tags punch and slip that in so that I can, whoopsie, so I can punch it like so. So it's like that. And I'm gonna go and turn it around and stamp on there. Hello, friend. And I want to keep it up this way. Now I purposely made it long so that I can decide where I want to put it. You know, it's always easier to cut some off rather than add some on. Right? Yes. Okay, so I ran a piece of white through my embossing, and I have that done already. Okay. Now, oh, I should tell you that I'm going to use So Saffron, Calypso Coral, Gray Granite, Smoky Slate, and Balmy Blue. We're going to use those colors today. But first, we're going to start with Balmy Blue. I like to start from the top and work my way down. So like I said, I got my blending brushes, and I inked them up yesterday when I made the sample card. And there's a little bit of ink in here yet, and that's good. So it won't take so much ink to ink it up now. Tomorrow, when I take it all apart, I will wash this in warm water with a little bit of soap. And I usually use hand soap just because I'm running it under water. So there's not a lot of maintenance to the blending brushes. And I like to start over here so I have an idea how dark I am. Okay, so that is going to work. And it must be my Balmy Blue must be getting a little bit dry. So we'll go and We'll put that right here, like that. And I didn't want to go and have to ink it up too much because I don't want it to stay dark. I want it to lighten up. Okay, now I'm going to do the same thing with my So Saffron. That's a lot darker. And I'm just going to put it, make a strip like that. All right. And my Calypso Coral. We're going to use, that looks like it's a little bit darker. Just a little bit. I'd like to go on lose some of the ink. I don't want it real dark. There. Okay. We'll put these aside for now. We'll need them in a little bit. Okay. Now I want my smoky slate. And I'm going to go and take my Birch Trees and ink them up with smoky slate. All right. And I will stamp them like so. And I've got to ink them up again. And there's our trees. That turned out perfect. Very happy with that. And then I want to put this over here so I don't get confused. I want to take gray granite. Now it's, gray granite to me is not quite brown, not quite gray. And I just want to go and put some gray on it. That looks pretty good. Yes, that's good. Okay, now we'll take our strip. We're done stamping, I think. How do I want that to go? Like right about there. I'm going to take my half dimensions and I am going to go I'll take my half dimensions and put them on the back side of my card. Use my Picket tool to take the backs off. And we will put these right about here. And I will trim off the back. All right. Don't need that. That's how that looks. Now we can put that on the front of our card, just like so. But we're going to use dimensions to pop it up, just because I think it's the thing to do. So, and we can put one in the middle too. It's like so. And we'll take the backs off. I hope everybody is thinking. I wrote out all of my Thanksgiving cards today. That was one accomplishment I got today. It was pretty nice. I'm glad I did it. We have some beautiful Thanksgiving type cards this year in our July to December mini catalog, which is good until the end of December. There, that's what the front of the card's going to look like. And I want to add 2 brushed metallic adhesive back dots. We'll put a large one and a small one, just like so. I think that turned out perfect. Now we have to do the inside. So let's get the inside, and our Memento Black. We're going to stamp, "Thank you for your kindness." Now, if you were going to go and make it a birthday card or something else, you would use the "Celebrate." Thank you for your kindness. Okay, now let's go and get my paper piercing pad back. I want to decorate it because, you know, you really should decorate the inside so it looks just as good as the outside. And what I'm going to do is stamp some leaves and stagger them like so. Then I have to wash it off and get that ink off. We will stamp some yellow leaves. And there we go. And I want some right here. There. That's what the inside looks like. I think that turned out pretty good. There. Yeah. Okay. I'll wash that real quick. And put the cover on this one. Real quick, right? All right. Let's put some glue on it. We'll put that right on the inside. There. And that is our card. Thank you for your kindness. I think that turned out nice. Here's the front. It's just very pretty. I like that. Okay. Thank you for sharing, Arliss. Thank you everybody for tuning in and for the nice comments. I just want you to know I appreciate you all. And I'll see you next week when I have another stamp set to share with you. I can't wait to do that. I always look forward to the cards that I can make for you. And if you ever have any questions about a card, please feel free to go and send me a message or send me an email. I can always find the answer. So, okay, have a great rest of the week, and I'll see you right back here next week. Thank you all so much.